fire, fire, fire. The year is 2023, and Lana has debuted, and she is a stupid, stinky fox. All right, I'm ready. Is this that Scottish Willy Wonka experience that I remember reading about? I think it is. Let's have a peep. All right, chat. 3, 2, 1, boom.
The year is 2023, and a man in Glasgow has just decided he's going to venture into immersive experiences and extraordinary events. And what better way to start this new venture than his very first idea, Willy Wonka, the Chocolate Factory Experience.
Wow!
He sets up a new company, House of Illuminati.
I want to make one that's like a VTuber experience, and you just get ignored if you don't give them money. There's like a bunch of girls in cosplay costumes of like famous VTubers, and they ignore you. Getting Donut Wall.
Snaps up the domain name, and Billy Cole and the boys get to work. What could go wrong? It had taken a ton of work, but in January, the website is finally ready to go. And through third-party ticketing websites and a few sponsored Facebook posts,
with AI generated too. This was all AI generated, every single one.
Various parents in and around Glasgow slowly find themselves on it. What they see is astounding.
Wow.
Over an hour of unparalleled immersive experiences, including Mystique Galas, enchanted retreats, magic and wonder, cascading chocolate fountains,
I don't know why, but telling you guys that story about that dog I had to clean up after, I did not like that image right there.
chocolate rivers, and giant mushrooms filled with sweets. A 3-course meal is also apparently advertised.
Wow!
However, some things in the ads are quickly changed. The 3-course meal is removed, and the name has to be taken down. Apparently, they'd received a hasty notice from Warner Brothers, and turns out...
Yeah, they do not frick around with this stuff. NDAs and not NDAs, cease and desist are insane. Like how quick they are. Disney, Warner Brothers, what is that other really big one? The big 3, essentially. They will pounce on you as soon as that happens.
Outright ripping the name of a world-famous franchise is a gross violation of IP law. Huh. So Billy brainstorms. And after hours of deliberation, he's got it. Willy Wonderland awaits.
Willy Wonderland? Nah, really?
He posts, step into the enchanting world of Willy. But for unknown reasons, that name is short-lived. So the name is changed again. This time, he lands on Willy's Chocolate Experience. Perfect.
I'm sorry, that sounds like a corn. That sounds like a porno.
He also adds this disclaimer on the bottom of the website.
Okay.
So that's all fine then. But anyway, a 1-hour-long experience that sounded breathtaking. And there's more. Embark on a journey filled with wondrous creations and enchanting surprises at every turn. It reads, venture through the enchanted garden.
Every single thing is AI generated. Look at this AI art. It looks so bad. They ran this through Midjourney once and was like, all right, this is good enough. Let's post it.
Where you'll find giant sweets, vibrant blooms, mysterious-looking sculptures, and magical surprises, all while collecting delicious beans. Then onto the Imagination Labs. Here, you'll encounter mind-expanding projections and optical
mind-expanding projections. What?
marvels.
What is brother
After that,
waffling
the
about?
Twilight Tunnel, a dimly lit passage adorned with captivating projections, enigmatic sounds, and surprising turns that will immerse you in suspense and excitement. Also, embark on the exhilarating Tunnel of Fear, reliving the iconic boat scene from the movie. Experience live.
I watched Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory when I was like, I don't know, 4 or 5? No, maybe like 6 or 7. That kind of scarred me. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to trust people after that movie for a little bit. remember thinking to myself, why the hell would you trust this guy to not fuck you over the whole time, especially when he fucks over all the parents, dude.
Performances featuring the lovable Oompa Loompas, who bring classic tunes to life. And of course, don't miss out on the enchilling entertainment.
Ensuring. What? Ensuring entertainment. Ensuring. You mean enriching? Enriching? Oh my
including
god.
catcacating, live performances, catchy tons.
Yeah. Carchy tons? What? Carchy tons? Bro, AI! Wow! This is... Wait, this teddy bear has a front butt. Look, chat. They have a front butt. They have a butt on their... There's like a hand coming out of the teddy bear! Bro, it has a front butt. I'm not even joking.
Exarcid lollipops, and a paradise of sweet teats.
No, paradise. Pasadise.
Wow.
Wow.
It sounded phenomenal. Even the website. Clearly a ton of talented graphic design and artwork had gone into it. And it
Wait, go back. 1 second.
Clearly a ton of talented graphic design and art.
Imagination. Chat, imagination, it says. Imagination.
Artwork had gone into it, and it showed. £35 a ticket for all of this? Yes, please. Where is this magical event? The Box Hub Warehouse, Glasgow. Doors open 24th to the 25th of Feb. Be there.
Oh, be square.
But first...
If you fall for this, you have to be a dench. It is a very common tactic for having, for scams to have really basic, like, stupid spelling mistakes. So if the people that fall for that shit are really, 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 really dumb, it's an extremely common tactic. They, like, basically filter out all the smart people, so the smart people aren't interested. And then the really stupid people are too stupid to realize that's a scam. Very common. I wouldn't be surprised if it was intentional, but I don't know. Maybe it's not.
Look up. Is that the intense, epic, accurate, action-packed, free-to-play PvP action only found in the game War Thunder?
Wow! War Thunder!
Load up and jump into a wide variety of vehicles. Choose from tanks, to ships, to planes, to choppers, in a game with over 2,000 options. All very detailed, and all in
War
very good
Thunder.
graphical 4K graphics. But there's more. In fact, War Thunder is the most comprehensive vehicle combat game of all time. It includes a dynamic damage system, which takes into account where you've been hit. Watch out for those sensitive spots. And it has a huge customization system.
To be fair, the fact that they saw that and still bought tickets, they deserved to lose their money.
That's literally what I just said. The people who got filtered by that, who bought tickets, are stupid enough to not look at the spelling mistakes and think it's real.
Hundreds of camos, historical emblems, and over a century of vehicles to pick from. And you can play on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC for free. Fancy a large bonus pack? Sign up through the link in the description or the pinned comments below.
Thank you, though. That's fine.
Saturday, the 24th of February, 2024. Staff have been at the warehouse since Friday evening, working round the clock building the sets, memorizing the script, and preparing the sweets. Everyone working to make sure this magical weekend goes off without a hitch.
Wow.
And on Saturday, it's finally game day, and Willy's Chocolate Experience opens its doors.
I would make a VTuber experience again. I would have Blender in there. Villian. I would also have Pie Lily. She's not a orca cat. She's a pie cat. She's made out of pies. I would have Bipkin Bippa. Of course, Bipkin Bippa. I would have Blearshay. Who else? Who else would be? I would have Carrie Brape. Hyena the Intelligent. Wait, that's actually not bad. You're hired. would have all the best VTubers there. You guys just haven't heard of them yet.
Parents who
Legally
shelled out
distinct.
35 quid a head round up their excited children, a ton of whom had even dressed up for the occasion.
Not Blish, she's too controversial.
No, we gotta have her. We need it. No, Natara. Yeah, Natara.
Doesn't he just look marvellous?
Wow.
What a lovely day this would be. And parents start arriving mid-morning. Some had driven longer than 2 hours to get there.
What?
Worth the wait it was. It looks magical already. And so, the families head in.
How do you not turn around instantly as soon as you, like, see that? Drive for 2 hours just to get scammed. I don't know, man.
What do they see? Pure horror. Gone were the bright colours of the website. The enchanting descriptions of a magic, sprawling chocolate factory with singing, dancing Oompa Loompas, massive galas, vibrant blooms and chocolate rivers. Instead, the families walk into a meth lab. Literally just a grey, musty warehouse space.
Oh my god!
In an industrial estate. They're greeted by a few cheap props scattered about, all closed off within a shoddy, 6-foot-tall, black fabric fence.
This is amazing. This is amazing. They ran out of time. My guy, they didn't have time because they didn't want to put in the time. It's a scam, bro. There's no time investment. They took the money and ran.
In the middle of the room. The floor, sticky, dirty, generally just disgusting looking. And a small, pathetic whimper of smoke drifts around the Fallout 4 chemistry station, where a couple of sad Oompa Loompas look to be cooking.
Yo, this is VTubers after stream, but they turn off the VTuber model, man. Yeah, you take the mask off and this is what I look like. This is amazing. I love
The
this.
hallways appear to be made out of tablecloth and cheap mirrors, and gaffer tape covers the floor in open, plain sight.
What the
AI-generated images are everywhere, without even the slightest effort to correct their spelling mistakes.
Sweet Chopin. Nice.
Great efforts had been made to cover up the ceiling, but alas, it could not be done. There were also
Ew!
just random objects laying around,
Yeah, like, ew.
like this unplugged flat-screen TV, for example. But get past how horrific everything looks, and people have an experience ahead. Not the one they were advertised, but still definitely quite an experience. Just step through those magic gates there.
You can spell shop like that? I mean, you can, but should you? Probably not.
The Enchanted Garden? Hardly. The Imagination Labs with mind
No, it's imagination. Sorry, man. That is not how you spell it. It's imagination.
expanding projections and optical marvels. Not sure about that. The Twilight Tunnel and its captivating projections and enigmatic sounds. Nah. The Mystique Galas.
Ensuring entertainment.
Where? Iconic boat scene? Nope. And is this the famed chocolate river?
Yeah, it's
There
just
were
diarrhea.
surprises at every turn. It's just not sure if they're enchanting.
It's the unknown.
Ah yes, the classic character, the Unknown. The terrifying evil chocolate maker who lives in the walls. Of course. The
Oh my god, it's terrifying!
It's the unknown.
Oh my god, imagine seeing this as a child. You'd be scarred for life.
apparently was a small chocolate fountain, but it broke early on and had to be removed. And yes, there were also a few
Diarrhea.
giant mushrooms. However, they were not filled with sweets. And instead of the live performances, you know, the singing and dancing, etc., people get to watch Willy Wonka and his Oompa Loompas in their most luxurious dollar store regalia. By the way, the Oompa Loompas are actually now called Wonky Doodles, and Willy Wonka, Willy
Yeah, I was about to say, if they were gonna go off the basis that it's not Willy Wonka, why did they keep calling them Oompa Loompas? I'm glad we made that distinction.
Duff. Undoubtedly another suave, subtle dodge of IP violation from our boy Billy. Anyway, during the experience, the Oompa Loompas were supposed to give out a ton of sweets. However, there's an issue. See, they start the day strong in numbers. Numerous bags of sweets are loaded and ready to go. They even show some pics on Facebook. However, supplies do not hold. Apparently, very early on, and the numbers were already getting low. And
Oh my
so,
God.
the rationing begins. Only the smallest bag of sweets for the children. And by just 11:30 in the morning, supplies are critical. Even more severe rations are mandated, and
Oh
actors are
my
told to give
God.
children just one jelly bean each.
Oh my god!
And then they ran out halfway through anyway.
Oh my
At least there were
lord.
generous servings of lemonade.
Yeah, it looks like piss.
And that's it. Willie's Chocolate Experience. Feel free to take a walk just over there to Willie's Cafe. Sit down on our pristine chairs and get a hot dog or pizza. None of the food or drink included with the original ticket, of course. And then there's the bouncy
$35, by the way. Excuse me, that's 35 quid. That's like $40 more like.
castle just over there. Multiple parents are calling it a blatant safety hazard, but they're just being dramatic. And all in all, the 60-minute experience is over in about 5. The whole thing is so impressively bad. Parents whip their phones out and start snapping.
I remember
Whether it was the
when this
demonic
happened.
figure popping out from behind a cheap mirror, or just the overall gulag-esque essence in the air, the children reach breaking point and start crying.
Honestly, I feel like you could sell this as an experience to like really miserable millennials. You definitely could. It's like alt chic. You know, like this is what happens when capitalism runs rife. You could sell it to some like communist like millennials. Rationing, giving out all the fucking candy at the start, mismanagement of resources. A scam, more like scamper. We promise the only thing fishy here is our chocolate fish pond. Like when you steal something and you're like, no, I would never steal anything. You guys, come on. I am just a truther.
Alana's Sweet Tuber Factory?
Yes, exactly right.
That this whole thing was definitely not a scam. It's even there. Hashtag not a scam. How could this have happened? Some try to ignore the
Possible.
faint cries of children and complete lack of value for the £35 a head they'd just spent, and just enjoy their quarter cup of store brand lemonade. But things eventually come to a head. Parents were horrified. Horror turns to confusion. Confusion turns to rage. And so, the revolt begins. Our boy Billy is cornered and swarmed by crowds of angry parents. He tells everyone not to worry, a refund is on its way.
Willy Wonka of it was made by meth heads in a trailer park.
Yep, exactly.
And with that, he makes his escape.
See ya!
Also, for some reason, someone calls the police and 4 riot vans show up. This is also all happening
That is so freaking on point. 4 riot bands show up, bro!
Willy Wankit.
British? This is in Scotland! This is in Glasgow!
around midday, by the way, meaning families are still arriving, and now, instead of Willie's Chocolate Experience, they're greeted by the sight of this, and a sign saying sorry, we're cancelled.
Uh-huh.
Worst part about this whole thing, besides the small fountain that had broken early on, there was no chocolate.
Chocolate. Scotland is part of Great Britain.
This is chat when Alana doesn't react.
Guys, I would love for you to call someone who is from Scotland a British person. I don't think they would appreciate it. Knowing how aggressive they are, I don't think they would like the... I I don't think they would appreciate it. Ask me how I know. I've made that joke around like someone from like Wales or Scotland. Yeah, they do not like that call. They would not appreciate it. They'll bash your head in, I swear on me, mom.
Okay, things didn't exactly go to plan. So the same day, House of Illuminati issues an apology. They also reiterate that,
We're sorry. We're sorry.
yes, everyone will be given refunds. The goal
Yeah,
was to cool everything
sure.
down. However, things were just heating up. See, the Snaps parents took on the day, made their way around online, and eventually, the
Yeah,
New
even I
York
heard
Times
about it.
gets a whiff. And 3 days later, this article goes up on their website, and the rest of the media jumps on board instantly.
Look at an event called the Willy Wonka Chocolate Experience. It
The
enraged
fact that it made itself onto social media was so funny. I remember that morning. Someone was telling me about it in stream. Yeah, everyone was like, you should react to this. You should see this. It's on Twitter. It's on TikTok. And I was like, oh my god, I don't believe this.
parents. They're calling it a
amazing.
ripoff.
Children and parents were shedding tears of disappointment.
I arrive on the Friday and I was like, oh my god.
Advertisement spoke of cascading chocolate fountains. Instead, they got this, a sad-looking Oompa Loompa standing next to a half-finished science project.
So the police had to go down and bust up this event. Maybe they got 2 jelly beans.
But no chocolate.
Generally not a good
No
idea when the internet
chocolate.
compares your event to a meth lab, which is the case after this Willy Wonka experience, is what they were saying.
The parent snaps also find their way onto Twitter, and people
So-
love it. And various
When did this happen? I think it was February. No, not February. It was like October or November of last year. February? This was like 2 months ago. I swear it was longer, but yeah, maybe you're right. I don't remember exactly. It was February of 2024. Ah, okay, yeah, you're right.
pictures and clips of the event take to the stratosphere instantly, and it ushers in a flurry of memes and artwork.
Oh my god.
This pic goes down particularly well.
Yeah, this is the picture I saw. Right at the start of the year, too. She looks so good. What a nice lady. She's like,
It's recreated in Animal Crossing, The Sims,
oh my god. Someone wake up Barry right now. Someone wake up Barry, look! Recreated Animal Crossing.
The Sims, even in virtual reality.
Oh my lord.
And within
That's
1 week
good.
of the event, merch drops. Action figures are seen online, and costumes on eBay too.
Wow,
A Change.org
the
petition
unknown.
even springs up to reopen the beloved Glasgow Willy Wonka experience. It quickly amasses 7,000 signatures.
Barry, look. Look, they recreated this scene in the scam
It's recreated in
in Animal Crossing. It's so good.
I Am Musical, and the whole thing even inspires an actual horror movie.
Wait, what? I didn't hear about this.
Naturally,
Oh my god, this lady got on. Oh my god, dude, this is the equivalent of Good Morning America, by the way, just so you know. It's the same thing.
they say that they were due A few days after it shut down, the event's actual script leaks, showing what Willy's Chocolate Experience would have been like had the budget been more than a tenner. Wonky Doodles at McDuff's Chocolate Factory. A script.
Wonky Doodle at McDuff's. That's the most British sounding play ever. Wonky Doodle at McDuff's in it.
It anticipated a lot of audience laughing and audience applauding.
Yeah, I don't know
Here are
about that
some
one.
interesting excerpts. The stage transforms into a vibrant, mystical garden of enchantment, filled with oversized, colourful flowers, twinkling lights, and mysterious parts.
Would I bet $100 million that this was made by ChatGPT? With how heavily this AI shit was used, this is all written.
Releasing a small, twinkling light that ascends into the rafters, leaving the audience in awe.
Yeah, this was made by ChatGPT. They probably asked for something like whimsical that is like Willy Wonka, but they can't actually do it.
Another states that the unknown is supposed to be sucked up into a robotic vacuum,
The unknown! The Glucknose!
ending the confrontation. So obviously, actors have questions. A lot of this stuff was outright impossible for the actors to actually
Yeah,
do,
exactly.
as the budget for the event was about on par with a Big Mac meal. So when actors approach Billy and ask him questions like, how am I supposed to get sucked up into a huge robotic vacuum when there's no huge robotic vacuum? And how do I produce twinkling, lit up bubbles from my hand? They're given the same age-old advice. Improvise. It also comes out that the whole thing was chalk, completely written using AI. Upon
Fucking do it, man. Everyone ruins ChatGPT by using it for everything. Do you guys remember the outrage people had, like, over ChatGPT being used in school and shit? And I'm like, yeah, idiots are gonna use it instead of using it to help them. They'll just rely on it completely and make it really obvious.
On further reflection, so was the entire website, including every single
Wow.
image on that website.
No way, really?
Alongside all the memes, art, and the flurry of media articles, at the end of the day, there were hundreds of people that had shelled out £35 a head for this, and they weren't happy about it. In fact, almost 1,000 people bought tickets, meaning
1,000 people in Scotland? Oh my god, man, that is actually insane. I thought it was more like 200. I can't believe it. 1,000 people. I thought it was more like 200 idiots. They must have had a really good ad campaign or something. I don't know. Yeah, 35,000 quid down the fucking drain.
House of Illuminati raked in almost £30,000 from this. And a Facebook group called House of Illuminati Scam promptly springs up. At first,
4,800 members?
filled with disgruntled parents who'd paid for the event. But eventually, with thousands of people just wanting to watch the chaos unfold, and naturally, a ton of posts and comments come flooding in. So people on the page do a little digging, and turns out House of Illuminati was actually just one guy, the man himself, Billy Cole. Naturally,
a scammer. Natural-born scammer.
the backlash against this man is strong, and he releases a stream of apologies via Facebook. He reiterates
I bet you he used ChatGPT to make an apology. Guys, don't forget that they wrote Golem. The Golem apology for how shit it was written by ChatGPT. I bet you this guy did it too.
that refunds are on the way, and informs us that, yes, the wedding plans are off.
What?
Okay.
What? Wait. Did I have a brain fart? What wedding? Wait, for who? What? This guy didn't even proofread his ChatGPT? It was an AI mistake? Yeah, clearly.
However, this news does little to quell the rage. People punch his name into Google and go in. And despite him having just scrubbed everything from his old YouTube channels, to his Facebook posts, to his LinkedIn, turns out there's still a treasure trove of information out there. Some less easily verifiable comments can be found, often from people saying that they've met the man in real life. There are claims he goes around telling people he's a banker, a medically trained doctor, and a
This
lawyer.
is classic scammer stuff. Telling people a bunch of different things, scamming them for money. Classic.
Also that he talks to spirits, is a psychic, and a ghost hunter too.
Holy!
Quite the resume. However, people do find his old accounts, and honestly, this stuff kind of tracks. On his website, he claims he has a Master of Business Administration degree, a PhD in
Wow.
philosophy, conscious business ethics and relationship dynamics, and a degree in theocentric psychology.
And all of that at like 30? Damn, this guy's a wizard.
However, upon closer inspection, these qualifications comes from the University of Sedona, who provide
Oh my god! What?
metaphysical degrees.
Metaphysical degrees? Got a metaphysical dick I'm about to shove in his mouth. Jesus.
His LinkedIn also claims he's done marketing for blue chip companies, and his Twitter states he's a reverend for the Universal Church of Life. Right. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. Turns out that during the last few years, Billy Cole has been a very busy man.
Blah,
See,
blah, blah,
back in
blah,
early
blah.
2021, Cole co-founds Go and Bank Hub, a charity he'd serve as chief executive and director for, and he ends up crowdfunding almost £50,000 that year for it. Its services ranged from a local food bank, to benefits advice, to trauma care, and even
Actual scammer. This guy is living like a con man. No offense, con man. This guy is a con man.
They asked if I had a degree in theoretical physics. I told them I had a theoretical degree in physics and they said you're hired. Dr. Fantastic.
Yeah, you're hired right there. No, con man. I don't mean it like that. I mean, he's a literal con
in
man.
emergency medical support. Well, that's how it started out. It wasn't long before they'd branch out, and into territory that they weren't quite qualified for, soon jumping into humanitarian aid, quarantine, distance education, and personal development. Basically,
Wait, humanitarian aid? Dude, this guy should be actually trialed. You can't fake taking donations for humanitarian aid and then just using it on yourself.
it was prestige worldwide.
Management. Financial portfolios. Insurance.
Wow.
Computers. Black leather gloves.
There's also some
cool.
accountancy issues. First year accounts claimed that it raked in nearly £50,000 worth of income. This is through
Oh my
that crowdfunding.
God.
But while almost 50k of income was reported, they'd spent just about 34k, leaving more than £10,000 unaccounted for. To add to that,
Where's my money? Where's my money, Chad? I need it right now. Just little fucking snatched it from your little grubby little hands. Remember, guys, always check the GoFundMe. You never know.
To that, since 2022, radio silence. The Office of the Scottish Charity Regulator says they failed to provide all of the information on its finances and was now over 60 days late for the 2023 filings. These accounts are still overdue. Also, of that 50k of income, and £1,000 of funding apparently came from the Scottish Government and the Glasgow Council, as well as through grants from other charities.
Bros.
Turns out that Go and Bank Hub had also used a ton of logos on their advertising materials to claim partnerships with various different entities, including Police Scotland and the US Army Medical Centre of...
There's people who slave in actual mines or work in like really, really horrible living conditions to like get by. And then there's people like this who scam people out of like 50,000 British pounds. Just get away with it.
Excellence, a US government body and a
Amazing.
branch of the US Army. When asked about it, Police Scotland say they gave no permission and were not in any partnership. Also in 2021, Billy Cole comes out with a few posts advertising a huge gala event he'd set up in Glasgow's Doubletree Hill.
Another one! How do people... Yo, Glasgow police, what are you doing, man?
Hilton Hotel. Advertising for the event included celebrities like DJ Gokwan and a famous drag race.
Gokwan DJ? Oh my god. Why did he name it Gokwan? Because that sounds like Cockwang. Maybe he did that on purpose, chat. Bank of Cockwang. DJ Cockwang. Yeah! Can't keep getting away with this shit!
Contestant doing cabaret, who he says were booked to take part in the £95 per head ticket.
Contestant Joe Black. We booked to take part in the £95 per ticket. Chat, that's like $110. He does like little, not to disparage or say like $110 isn't a lot, but I'm saying for like an event like this, he's taking like little bites of money and then running with it.
Turns out, this hotel was never booked. These people had never agreed to come, and it never actually happened. Well,
Yeah, 'cause
actually,
they don't
it kind of
exist.
did
What
end
do
up
you mean?
happening. However, it wasn't a gala, and it was in a pub. And then in November 2021, outrage again. Go and Bank Hub had set up a Santa's Grotto event and had accepted presents from the local community to be handed out that Christmas. However,
Oh my god, did he resell the presents or something? For money? No way. He's going to hell for that.
after receiving the presents, the whole thing was cancelled from what they say was due to COVID. It's unclear if presents were ever actually distributed. In 2022, Billy puts on the suit and goes.
Oh my god.
Why am I working 12-hour night shifts when I can scam 50k every couple months?
That's what I'm saying! He's been doing this for so long! He's an expert!
Into politics, attempting to use his charity to win a local council seat. He runs the campaign from the same office as his definitely legit charity, and whips up this quick manifesto.
Bank.
For others, it's business. For me, it's personal. The front cover states, it has perfect grammar and high-quality 4K graphics. Tragically, he didn't win, and Go and Bank Hub closed in mid-2022 from what he says was an absolute lack of funding. But he's not gone for long. Soon after that closes, Cole is back, and this time he's Sigma. He has now established a self-improvement company, Billy the Savage, and he's
Oh my god! What is that stage name, brother?
selling a ton of stuff, doing life coaching, and most importantly, he's doing crunches. He can do 1,000 now. So there are
That's
a
an
few
American
things
Psycho
going on
reference.
here. First, he has a site called empowerity.com. Here, he claims to help people live a phenomenal life by providing the tools, knowledge, and information to grow a widely profitable business. Something he's done many a time, of course. Then he has secretdesign.com. This is a website where he sells books on how to become financially free. And his personal...
This is why I genuinely believe all self-help books are scams. Like, 99% of them are, or they're the one really good book that everyone else regurgitates. There's one that's like really, really good. I forget what the name is, and it's actually more of a book about like philosophy than an actual like how to get rich thing. It's more like a mental thing. No, seriously, like there are a couple of good ones, but they're more of like philosophical ones.
Insight on how the ultra-rich spend their money.
I'm revealing to you the rules of the rich, and these—
How could you listen to this guy unironically spout this shit? I've lived in an apartment like this, chat. Would you believe me if I started like spouting this shit like on TikTok in my fucking sardine can apartment? Like what the huh?
These are the rules that some rich people really don't want you to know.
Then there's his YouTube channel, BC Chris.
Tai Lopez can show you how to get rich, but not by reading his book. You get rich by scamming people like he does, lol.
What's his name? That stupid guy that's what's his freaking name, man? I'm spacing out. There's so many of them. The guy that does the alpha shit and says like, hey, you need to be like an alpha. The one that's Romanian Andrew Tate. Jesus, dude, I don't know why I couldn't. My brain starts hurting after a little bit.
Andrew Tate.
Yes, Andrew Tate. That guy sells lessons on how to be an alpha male for $20,000 a pop. If you sell one of those every couple of months, you're making a lot of money. You're chilling. There's like $10,000 ones, and then you rebrand them and say like, oh, you know, you're getting $2,000 of value with this thing, but I'm selling it you for like $200. That is actually just a scam. It's beautiful.
Christian. This is where you'd go to find his life coaching and advice. He's also writing and publishing books.
Wow.
A lot of them. With 17 books pumped out under his name on Amazon last summer.
17 books? ChatGPT must help him so much, man. Amazing.
Instant classics, such as The Biohazard Protocol, The Shadow.
Yeah, look, they're all AI generated. Look how the arm bends in this one. 100%.
Directive, The Prophecy Matrix, and The Hidden Bile.
The bile? The Hidden Bile. Okay.
All critically acclaimed. However,
he's a word thief! Wait, let me read those comments!
The Hidden Bile. All critically acclaimed.
Which is humanly impossible at face value. Yeah, I'm surprised they return. He's a word thief. Look up Willy Wonka Immersive Experience Glasgow. Saw Billy's what they were really creative with how he really is using AI. Holy crap.
However,
I love this.
Turns out that upon closer inspection, every single one of these books had been written using AI. Not even just some help. No, they're literally 100% copied and pasted.
I bet you he doesn't even proofread them. Fuck that.
From something like ChatGPT. Even his bio. And after pumping out his books throughout 2023, he'd go on to create extraordinary events and immersive experiences by blending art, technology, and storytelling together via his next company. And the rest is history.
Wow.
All in all, things didn't quite pan out quite as well as they could. However, there is some good. Someone finds the AI-generated backdrops in a bin outside the venue and decides to auction them off on eBay for charity. They go up for about 10 quid, but quickly reach almost £1,000 each.
Oh, that's really wholesome!
And don't forget about the epic, accurate, action-packed War Thunder free-to-play PvP vehicle game. Sign up through the link in the description or comments for a big bonus pack.
War Thunder. Sign up right now. Very cool. I love Big Boss. He has a very wholesome accent too. I like his videos. His editing's really crazy too sometimes. Yeah, good ones. Yeah, happy. Clampers. Very nice. Very, very happy. Yeah, I did not know anything up until the point where it was like he was a scammer before that. I didn't know about that. But it didn't take a genius to figure that out, huh? Oh my god.